I grew up in North Richmond, flat out. I've never been nowhere else. I've never done nothing else. My mom, she got 6 kids. As she continued to have kids, I went to go stay with my granny for a little bit, and that's how I ended up outside in North at the park playing. And that's when, you know, my gang affiliation came about.
You the oldest sibling?
Yeah, I'm the oldest on my mama and my daddy's side.
Do you feel like that took away from your childhood?
No, not at all. My mama made sure. And my dad was in jail most of my childhood. So my dad went to jail in like 1998. I was born in 97.
Okay.
And so my mama made sure that we was good. I'm not even gonna hold you. I really don't have like no badass sob story.
Right.
But like a lot of my struggle come from my mama raising me right, but me doing wrong on my own.
Your own doing.
Yeah.
You being your own worst enemy.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit.
And so it's like, it's the soonest I could remember is I was hanging out in North Richmond and I got jumped in by Terrell and Marlo. I had a fight with them, then my brothers, free them.
What age is this?
I was about 11, 12. And so I had.
So before that, you was already outside though.
Yeah,
early on,
yeah, but I was in like, it was like 10 city little twerk competitions and water balloon fights, just little kiddie shit.
Right.
But then when I had my first fight, it was with a boy, and that's when I learned about adrenaline, because I couldn't understand for the life of me why I was so excited that I had a fight with this boy. And I just wanted to do it again and again and again.
So you like fighting?
Yeah, I do a little
Okay.
bit. I will say that. This is my first time admitting that, honestly. For real, because I used to try to be on some humble shit like, nah, I don't like fighting. I just will because I got to, but like,
some
I don't
people,
really
some
mind
people
getting in the
fighters.
streets and squaring up and hitting the bitch in their nose, or a bitch hitting me in my nose. And so it's like, once I jumped off the porch and got into this little street shit a little early.
So early on, you the oldest, you close with your siblings?
Yeah,
Real
my
close?
siblings are my everything. Them really my kids for
You
real.
feel like that's what I mean by like taking away from your childhood, like you the parent.
Yeah, no, to be honest,
household for the small ones.
I'm not the parent. I'm really their sibling, because my parents are parents.
That was there.
Yeah,
Okay,
my mama,
okay.
she do her part for real. Like I can't take that from her at all. So she's the mama and I'm the big
you
sister.
just the big
Strictly
sister, though,
that.
you feel
Yeah,
me?
I never went without. They never went without. I never had my birthday December 21st, and you know that's hella close to Christmas.
Facts.
I had birthday and Christmas. And my siblings still had Christmas too. Like I never went without, and I'm grateful for that. And you know, like I said, my struggle came from me just, you know, trying to be out there and do it on my own, thinking that I know what I was doing.
So how was it growing up on the north side of Richmond? How you describe it?
Well, to me, it's regular. That's all I know. So it was wonderful. Like I feel like I'm pretty dope. And I came from North Richmond. So it's like, you know, it was wonderful for me. But like, I be putting myself in other people's shoes a lot. So on the outside looking in, I know that it's like, you know, everybody would compare it to Chicago if they don't really know. You know, just like they hear Oakland and Richmond, they be like, woo, woo.
If you from California, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like growing up for me is regular, because on some real shit, my daddy from Central and my mama from North. So Central and North is beefing.
How long has it been like that, if you know? It's always been like that?
To be honest, it's been like that. I don't know exactly what year it started in, but I do know that it has something to do with a car crash. So it has something to do with a car crash. Somebody from Central, somebody from North, somebody messed up somebody's property and they didn't want to pay for their property. And so
something small.
Yeah, something real
Crazy.
small. However, it turned real big, because now, like, me and my brothers and people from North and people from Central, like, we all willing to die about that now. Like,
but y'all grew up together?
Yeah.
Type shit you
and
can
matter
say?
of fact, let me specify that, because the tongue is powerful. I'm not willing to die about nobody's car that I never got to drive.
You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't
It just turned into some whole other shit later.
Yeah, but it turned into some other shit, because once the car situation happened, it was beef, and then, you know, they done killed some of my family members, and some of my family members
like
done killed some of theirs.
early 2000s type shit.
Yeah, like, and I want to say before the 2000s. Like this been like this for a minute, because the 2000s I was in high school and we was meeting up at the mall fighting because you from North. I mean, I'm from North and you from Central type shit.
Okay.
And so
What's the earliest you remember that starting to like damn,
2012.
it's starting to 2012. So
yeah,
it's
I remember that vividly because that's when I first started hitting juvenile hall, and that's when I was in 9th grade, and I was, you know,
I was gonna ask you
in
that
the
too.
field.
How do you feel like being in and out of the system affect you?
To be so honest with you, it really did me justice. It did me good. I wouldn't be who I am today without it. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's a fact. What's your earliest age? You said that
2012. I was 9th grade. I think I was probably 14. 15.
And so what happened?
It kind of was like some bullshit, to be honest. I really can't even pin what happened. It was just some dudes that was politicking, and, you know, all of us went to a certain school, and we kind of got into like a big Royal Rumble, and from then on it was up. Like, okay, we beefing with y'all now. This is what it is. And I personally ended up going to jail for the very first time because during that riot that was taking place, I was in the locker room running through his backpacks and shit.
You try to get jiggy.
Yeah, and I ended up getting into a tussle with the attendance lady, and so
with a grown ass lady.
Yeah, and that's how I ended up getting arrested and going to jail. But
how she don't go to jail? She a grown ass lady.
Because she was the attendance lady, and it was her word against mine, you know. And we was already a part. I was already a part of this riot, and so it was like
she trying to say you attacked her.
Yeah, I wasn't really credible at this point because I already done fought these dudes, and so they like, I believe it. You did it for sure.
Yeah, see, they had you up. No cap.
Yeah.